Hi, this is Frederick from the techno label Detroit, Berlin. My studio upgrade finally arrived today. So I will be doing an unboxing of the Adam Audio S3H monitor speakers. They're near to midfield monitor speakers and they're really very precise. And yeah, I would say let's unbox them and set them up and have a first listen. Looking at the box, we have Adam Audio with their logo on top of it. We have the serial number, the S3H tweeter, and made in Berlin. Adam Audio is a company based in Berlin. And yeah, it's German craftsmanship, so I figure it's built like a tank, and yeah, I expect great things from them. So this is the horizontal model. You also have an S3V, and that's the vertical model. Let's just spin the box around and see what's on the box. On this side there's just like a line art of the design of the S3H. The logo, their name, S3H written in the corner over there. Then we have some information here. S3H, Adam Audio. Let's just read what's on there because it's the same on both sides. So these sides and these sides, just the same. One moment, German handmade precision S3H tweeter with HPS waveguide. Then we have 4-inch dome/cone hybrid carbon composite. Then we have two 7-inch woofers and their hexatones. Cumulated amp power RMS is 1350 watts. Frequency response 30 Hz to 50 kHz. So they go very low and also they go extremely high. I hear about 15 to 16,000 Hz maximum. It's not that if you can't hear it, it isn't there or you can't feel it. It will make a difference. Maximum SPL per pair at 1 meters is a maximum of 126 decibels. So they go pretty loud. They also have the AES3 digital inputs and various expansion options. So this speaker has a built-in DSP. And I'm really excited to get into it and take a listen. So first the unboxing. Let's see what's in the box. That's what unboxing is for. Gonna take my knife and I'm going to try not to damage the speakers while opening the box. Fingers crossed, here we go. Always best to open the sides first so you can pull them up. Don't use your knife like this, but rather just a little bit. And then while pulling it up, just slide it open. It seems stupid. I give a little tutorial about opening boxes, but it would be even more stupid if you have very expensive speakers and you ruin them by cutting open the box. There's a protection, and yeah, this has a very well protected inner side because there's another box inside the box. So we have the outer box and then we have the inner box. Gonna leave the inner box in place. I will just open it up. So, gonna make the unboxing a little bit more difficult for you to look at what's inside. I'll try to do it this way. So, what do we have here? A power cable. I'm not going to use this power cable. And I tell you why. So it looks like a real thick cable, but actually it's I think 1 millimeter of actual conducting cable inside. No, 0.75 square millimeter. So that's thin. I recently saw a YouTube video about somebody mentioning power cables don't matter. They do matter. If all your cables are of nice thickness, your signal is better. If they're shielded well, your signal is better. And you can definitely hear the difference. So these cables, I will just use them for something else, not for these speakers, because I have some other cables, show you in a minute, which I will be using for these speakers. And they're about 2 to 2.5 square millimeters of thickness. So one moment. These are the cables I will be using with these speakers. And let's first check their 2.5 square millimeters in thickness. So this will provide my speakers with better power. I measured the power here, and the power in this room is very clean and very stable. Upstairs the power isn't that clean and stable, so a power conditioner might help in cleaning up the power the speakers receive, and it makes a difference upstairs. But here the power is clean, and the difference, I tested it once, wasn't that big, but the cables did make a big difference. So invest in such cables and your speakers will sound even better. And I figured these will sound very nice in this room. It's a treated studio, so not all walls are treated because it wasn't possible, but most of them are treated, and yeah, I'll know it when I try it. So every room is different, but let's put these away and let's continue the unboxing. So we have, I think, a manual, a quality certificates, quick start guide. Adam Audio, they mentioned in their manual to let the speakers rest for 1 hour, let them adjust to the climate inside, because when they come from outside and it's very warm to a cold environment, or the other way around, and you directly start pushing music through them, I figure it's better just to do what they say and leave them about 1 hour in the same room before setting them up. Maybe you can set them up, but just don't play them directly out of the box. Just wait an hour, it won't matter. You will be excited if you receive these speakers or other speakers you ordered. You will be very excited to try them out, but it won't depend on an hour. Just do it. In the end, your speakers will benefit. Connections, the manual, it's some information about getting started, how to set them up, placement. I will do an episode on a loudspeaker placement in the near future. When the episode is online, make sure you're subscribed and you hit the bell button, and then when the episode comes online, you will be notified. It's one thing to buy good speakers, it's another to set them up the right way and even get more out of them. I will be doing it soon. Watch the channel, and yeah. So we have the quick start guide, and then I think this will be the manual. The making of new technologies. Thank you note. This is not the manual, but it's a nice little booklet about the Adam Audio company. So yeah, this is kind of a door hanger, I think. A note to make sure you register the speakers on their site. I think for warranty and such. It's also, yeah, make sure you like the speakers, your room connects well with the speakers, and yeah, when you keep them, register. When you don't, of course, don't register right away, because if you change your mind and you want to send them back, yeah, if they're registered under your name, that's not a good thing to do. German audio engineering, expect lots of good things from that. Then there's protection, very thick protection, but they're heavy speakers, so they have to be very well protected. I won't be doing that with the speakers themselves. They're in some kind of cloth. I will be putting the box on the ground. I will be making a little table, and then you can follow the rest of the unboxing. These speakers are very heavy. If you drop it on your tone, that would be not good. Just feeling where the back side is, where the front side is, how to pick them up without destroying them. Okay. Very heavy. Inside the box there's just another protective layer, well protected, and that's the way it should be. So here we have the speaker. This is the back side, this is the front side. Let's begin with removing the cloth. I'm not getting rid of the boxes. I always tend to keep my boxes for a few years. If possible, I keep them, yeah, forever. These boxes are big and they will take a lot of space, but if there's something with the speaker and it has to be sent back, I want the original boxes. Like you saw, there's a lot of protection and it's specifically made for the speakers. If I ever have to send them back under warranty or after the warranty period, I'm pretty sure the speakers will arrive in one piece. Just removed a little bit of tape, don't want it sticking to the speakers when I try to pull them out of the cloth. I figure I'll put the speaker like this, and then here it comes. This is the back side. Okay. So, let's take a look. We have the power switch, we have the plug to put the power in, we have, let me see, an expansion port. Might be interesting in the future. I don't know if there is an expansion yet. We have an OLED display. This system has DSP built into it. We have the knob to menu dive. Then we have the analog input, and then we have the AES3 input and output. What I read about it, you can put the AES 3 signal in here and just route it to another speaker. Then we have a USB port, and that's to connect it to your computer. You can actually configure the settings of these speakers while being seated in your ideal listening position. It wouldn't make too much sense if you should go behind the speakers to adjust something, then go back to your listening position. With this USB port, you can control them. I went through the manual, and before I buy something, especially when I buy something this expensive, I always go through the manual to see if there's some things I need to take into account. You get to know the product better, and it's always a good thing to do. That's going through the manual and see if there's something special you need to look out for, or if there's something the product might not suit your needs. If you read the manual, that's a good thing to do. I would say, let's turn it around and see at those woofers. Also, very sturdy. I think if you drop it from a few floors, the speaker will survive, and the floor probably won't. So here we are. That's the S3H tweeter. Very direct sound. Can't wait to hook them up, the speakers, and listen to some music. What I will be doing in the first few weeks is playing like the Isotech CD. This is the 2006 CD. I'll probably receive very soon the newer CD. If you play it, it will give like a workout to the speakers. It really makes a difference if your speakers are playing for a few months and you play the disc, you really hear the difference afterwards. Especially the first time you run it, you will hear the difference. With new speakers, it's also that they need to break in. The first time you connect your speakers, they won't sound as good as after like 200 listening hours. Then they're really broken in, and yeah, they're a lot more alive, and the bass will develop. Sometimes, yeah, you will hear a very big difference. Let's see the two 7-inch woofers and the 4-inch dome. This is a front ported model. In the manual they say you have to have like 40 centimeters. It's, I think, a little bit over a foot of space between your wall, your rear wall, and the speakers. Because this is a front ported model, it will send the bass signal out towards the front, and you will have less problems from bass building up between the speaker and the wall. But even then, just don't place them directly towards the wall. Keep like 40 centimeters and you'll be good. Heard somewhere that the speakers themselves, the reflections you get from the speakers towards the wall and back, to like decouple them from the wall, you need to have like about 80 centimeters from the speakers themselves and the wall. This is around 40 centimeters, so if you add that 40 centimeters, yeah, you're at 80. So I think the measurement is okay, and yeah, if it's 35, yeah, probably not that big of a deal, but don't put them directly towards the wall. You need space for the cables, you need space to adjust some things. So I would say, without further ado, let's connect them, and I want to hear them play some nice music. So very excited to hook them up and listen to my favorite tunes and give you guys my first impression of these speakers. I have two pair of speakers. I will be keeping the GBL 4311 speakers. I will put them slightly higher, but I need to make the frame first. I won't be able to ideally set these up for now, but in the near future I will, and then I can do the episode about monitor placement. I will keep producing for the next few weeks on my main monitors, the GBL 4311 monitor speakers. I know them, and for projects that are in progress, it's not the best idea to completely switch everything and don't know what you're doing anymore. So I will be hooking these up and start listening to these speakers. I really want to get to know these speakers before I totally switch to these bad boys. So let's hook them up. Now I'm going to play a little bit of music. It might not be the most suited music to test these speakers out, but I will quickly grab some tracks. I'm on the laptop right now. I hooked up the SSL2 Plus sound interface. I don't have all my music on this computer. The tracks I really know very well, it's on my other system, but it will give me some kind of an impression. I will go to a few tracks and I'm going to show you, hopefully, my reaction and how that goes. First time I hear these speakers not in the optimized conditions in my studio. They're not on the right stance. They're not positioned in the best way. My reaction will be based upon not the ideal circumstances, but nonetheless I'm very excited to hear them play in my studio for the very first time. So bear with me, let's see what my reaction will be. I had to pause there for a moment because what I'm experiencing is I don't see the speakers. The sound is not coming from those speakers. The sound is just in it's right in front of me. They're very the depth you get from these speakers is just incredible. The sounds are coming from there, and I really didn't experience that with my other speakers. They sounded really nice for all types of music, from jazz to techno to whatever music. They sounded very nice, but the dimensional aspect these speakers, these Adam Audio S3H speakers give me, not being set up in the best way, not being broken in, just I can't wait to hear them in full glory when they're a few months old and they're really even started to live more. So I'm out of words actually. These speakers, I do not regret buying them. It's not a step up, it's like a jump up. I never experienced such a dimensional, the music, and I thought the music I was going to play wasn't suited to be so nice in its way it presents itself. So yeah. Very, very excited to hear more of these speakers. I want to hear some more music, definitely. And I can't wait to hook it up to the big system, my UAD Apollo sound card and my other kinds of music. I certainly want to hear jazz through these speakers, well mastered and well recorded jazz music, some great pop tracks, rock tracks, other kinds of music, but what I'm hearing right now, it's incredible, really. Yeah. Picking another track, I think I don't care which track I will take because it already blow my mind without even I want to listen to some music from myself. Maybe I will make a very sad face if I hear the music isn't up to par with other kinds of music, but very interested in listening to a track of myself, if I can find one. Might not be the best track to evaluate these speakers, but what I hear is with these speakers, and that's a very positive thing, I will be able to improve my music by quite a margin. The dimensional aspect is still there, but the positioning, I know I can fine-tune the positioning even better because I have this dimensional view. Before I just had my speakers and I didn't have that much dimension going on, so yeah, it was like a barrier to really pinpoint where I had to put things, and it sounds good, it sounds okay, it sounds balanced, but I can improve now that I have these speakers that actually make it possible to hear and feel and listen to my productions in another way. I know my music can be better, I know my music isn't bad. The way it's mastered, it's mixed, it's panned, arranged, it isn't bad, certainly it isn't. I can hear the quality, but I know I can fine-tune things in a way that it will give more dimension. I can use my tools on the computer, my plugins, my outboard. I can use it to a greater extent where I can really use it in a better way. So just listen to another track, one of our artists. It's a very nice production. I mastered it, and I must say I'm proud of my own mastering. Of course, there are some things that always can improve still. Yeah, production wise, there's also room for improvement, although it's already very nice. I think especially for my own productions, because when you're mastering, I can use these speakers to get a really nice mastering. I'm able to hear what can be done with the sound. That's very nice. But for my own productions, I will be able to mix everything better, put everything at the right place at the sound stage, so that I can take advantage of the dimensional aspect I'm hearing right now. I really can't wait until everything is set up the way it should be. Maybe it won't sound that good, but I think it will. And when these speakers get their playtime and they're really warmed up well, then I believe I will get very nice feedback from my speakers, much more precise and much more accurate and much more defining than what I was using. Like I said, not a step, but really a big leap forward. Yeah, I think that concludes this unboxing, and I wouldn't call it a review, it's just my first impression. What I hear I really like. I need to get adjusted to these speakers, but I'm definitely sure these S3H speakers from Adam Audio, they're keepers for sure. They will give me a lot of control. They're a step up, big step up from the JBL speakers. In the near future I will be able to say if they're very pleasant to listen to, but what I hear right now is that they're very accurate. They have enough low, they have enough high, they have enough mid. They're very balanced. Sound a little bit different than the JBLs, but it would be bad if they sounded the same. Not that the JBLs are bad, but it wouldn't make sense. They're like 50 years newer than the JBL speakers, so there's a big leap in design, in speaker design, in the elements they used, and yeah, the sound is modern sound. So still love my JBLs. I'm definitely going to love these Adam audio speakers. They're really amazing. So yeah, I think this concludes the little unboxing and first impressions. Give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit the bell button if you want to be notified when upcoming episodes get published. So I would say thank you for watching, and yeah, I'm happy with my speakers. Thanks for watching.